Remember the wait times at the HCA East Florida Hospital emergency rooms average in the single digits, less than 10 minutes. Yeah, less than 10 minutes to wait in an emergency room. That's their average. All you have to do is go to hcaeastflorida.com. There, they list all their hospitals, all their emergency rooms, and all their wait times, and they update them every 30 minutes. Just think how handy they'd come in for you. Just remember to put that in your smartphone, hcaeastflorida.com, because emergencies do not wait for appointments.
No, they don't.
Hey, one of our favorite restaurants in all of South Florida, located in Midtown Miami, and led by Chef Angelo Masserini, known for their homemade pastas, is Salumeria 104, one of my favorite restaurants of all times. Cured meats, other delicacies, consistently changing menus with authentic salumi and cheeses. They bring the concept of an Italian trattoria to life. And you can find it right there in Midtown Miami. Learn more at salumeria104.com. Go in, mention our show, Eat This Drink That Go, or simply say Amore, and they give you something special. I like that too. Now, this segment brought to you by Republic National Distributing Company. The roots extend before Prohibition, the second largest distributor of premium wines and spirits in all of America. And if it's fun, we're doing it right. I like their motto. Learn more at rndc/usa.com. And David Ortiz is their top mixologist and mixologist extraordinaire. Let's first end with this beautiful cocktail that Oscar made.
So this is his gin and tonic #1.
Right, from Rusty Pelican.
Which is from the Rusty Pelican.
Right.
And it's blackberries, rosemary, right, with an old time style gin. So old time has a little sugar added, a little more approachable, a little sweeter.
Right.
Blends very well. And then he's using Fever Tree tonic on top of it, which is, when you're talking about tonic water,
That's the top end of it.
That is the Bentley of the. And then he garnished it, muddled the blackberries and the rosemary, so you have those aromatics.
Right.
One thing, gin and tonics right now in Spain, that's what they have, gin and tonic bars.
Really?
It is trending that much.
And they've got 5 different ones at Rusty Pelican.
5, and they're very delicious because, you know, during the summertime, they're you know, very easy to drink, you know, approachable. Isn't that delicious?
It really is delicious.
You can't go wrong with that.
No, it's delicious.
You can't go wrong with it.
It's well done. Did you try it?
We're going to try it with a little straw.
Please do that. Because I might have cooties or something. You never know. I got something.
Oh, no. I just saw the rosemary.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I like
rosemary in my beard, you know.
Sydney, can I hand you that glass so you can give it to
There
the
you
folks at
go.
Rusty Pelican? Or thanks to them. All right. So you're using Sazerac products, correct?
Absolutely. So we talked this segment, we're going to call it the Sazerac Summer.
Okay.
So Sazerac, as you know, if you're a bourbon drinker, the distillery is actually called Buffalo Trace. They have a distribution network, and they have like a big chain where they have different products there under their umbrella.
I'm a bourbon drinker.
You're a bourbon drinker, so we're going to do something with the Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace is the name of the distillery right now, which is in Lexington, Kentucky. 243 years of heritage. You know, they survived the flood of 37. They survived Prohibition. Jimmy,
You're making this stuff up now. The flood of 37. What the heck does that mean?
I have no idea.
I don't
but
either.
you know, if I'm not having fun, Jimmy,
You're not doing it right.
then I'm not doing it right.
Right.
I gotta have the most fun.
You got it.
So,
All right.
So,
The flood of 37. So what are you making now? What is
so
this?
we're gonna do. So this is under the umbrella
Yes.
of Sazerac,
Got
which is
it.
Buffalo Trace.
Got it.
So this is Demi. Demi's one of those beautiful. It's a grappa. Grappa base, and it's infused with gentian root and bitter roots. It's an aperitivo style.
Okay.
Very delicious.
I want to smell this
You got
because
Italian, you know.
Yeah, I grew up with grappa because my grandfather used to have it still in the living room.
Absolutely.
I'm not kidding. Oh, it's got a great flavor, great smell, great nose to it.
Works really well with thyme and rosemary.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little aperitivo, a little riff of a spritzer.
Okay.
Right, like an Italian spritzer. We're learning how to drink European right now.
Yes, thank you.
We're learning how to drink, you know, digestivo, aperitivos, light, refreshing. You know, you start drinking at 9 in the morning and you can just go right on the head. So this is a brand new product that they have. This is Pashad's Aperitivo. So the Pashad's Aperitivo, if you know, Pashad's bitters is the first bitters in the United States.
Top line.
Yeah, top line bitter root. And then we're going to top it off with a little, this is an easy cocktail. We're going to top it off with a little bit of bubbles, some Prosecco. We're going to keep it Italian. We're going to keep it all Italian. So this one's very simple. We're going to do 1 ounce, stir, and then pour it into a beautiful vessel and mix it up. So the Demi, this is one of these things that a lot of people don't know about.
No, I'm so glad I've learned about this.
Yeah,
give me the name again, Demi.
Demi.
Demi. It's okay. It's a Sazerac product called Demi.
Demi, right?
And it's a grappa base, but the nose is terrific. I can't wait to taste it.
And then this goes really, really well with orange. So what I'm going to do is keep it Sazerac, keep it sexy. Regan's number 6. When the craft cocktail movement started back in the late 90s, early 2000s, everybody was researching classic cocktails. Classic cocktails like the martini, simple martini. 2 parts gin, 1 part vermouth, 2 dashes orange bitters. There was no orange bitters to be found. So one of the 4 founders of the modern mixology movement, a gentleman named Gaz Regan, went down to Sazerac and said, hey, I want to develop one. This was batch number 6 everybody agreed upon. Don't be shy with your bitters. Modern day salt and pepper.
Okay. Modern day salt and pepper.
Modern day salt and pepper.
Started with the Forever
Add a little
37.
bitters and it evolves the cocktail. Gives it a nice flavor.
I like it
We're
already.
going to stir this. We're going to stir this because I don't want to dilute it that much. I want to keep those flavors in
Right,
there.
and that's why you stir versus
Stir versus shake.
shake.
Dilution is the solution.
Right.
Anything with citrus, you want to shake. Anything with citrus. So the dilution goes in the chart. I'm gonna get a little geeky on you. The dilution goes wine-based, beer-based cocktails between 6 to 12% ABV, alcohol beverage per volume.
Right.
Anything shaken between 13 to 18 to 24% ABV. 24% ABV shaken, margarita, whatnot. Spirit forward, like your favorite.
Yes.
Your favorite.
Manhattan,
Spirit forward,
those kinds of
Manhattan, Spirit forward. That should be between 24 and 34% ABV, alcohol beverage per volume.
And are you shaking or are you?
Oh, that's stirred.
That's
Spirit
stirred.
forward is always stirred.
Okay.
I stirred this one because I want to keep the flavor aroma sit on.
All right.
And thanks to my dear friend Oscar, he left me a beautiful ice cube.
I love that
So
giant ice cube.
I'm going to utilize it. Oh,
That's
watch
a-
a little
that's a-
splash. Hold on. Oh, no.
It's a gigantic ice cube.
That's a gigantic ice cube. Then we're going to top this off with
Some
a little,
bubbles.
Little bubbles, little Prosecco. So this is light, refreshing. You know, you can, oh, hold on. You got to get the garnish in there. I'm going to use
A
some,
little orange squeeze.
oh yeah, I want some aromatics in there. You know, I got to do the.
A little lemon squeeze
garnish.
too? No, a little
No,
orange.
no,
Orange,
a
orange,
little-
orange.
Oh, let's just drop it right in there.
Right. Okay.
Here you go.
That's it.
The visual, 5 senses. Light, refreshing, brunch, poolside, happy hour, chill.
Oh, that is good.
Low ABV, aperitivo, digestivo. You got the bitter
Again,
root.
the 2 products from Sazerac.
Two
You have
products.
Dimmy,
Timmy.
and this other one is
This is Pashad's aperitivo.
Pashad's Aperitivo.
Pashad's
Those 2 elements you're not going to go wrong with. A little top of a Prosecco or of a Cava or whatever you want.
Cava, Prosecco.
Yeah, by the
carbonated
pool
water.
side, yeah, you can do that too if you don't want any more alcohol. But really light, refreshing, a beautiful cocktail for year-round in Miami, and a great one for the summer any place.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we have that weather to contend with here. It's 90 degrees. Actually, I think we're in the 3rd or 4th day of summer right now.
Oh yeah, that's
So
it.
summer's here.
Right.
Summer's here. So for us folks that like brown spirits,
Yes.
and bourbon is on fire. Bourbon's sexy.
I know, especially
and
Buffalo
no brand
Trace.
like Buffalo Trace.
Right.
And Sazerac carries the best bourbons. If you're a bourbon drinker, you know about Buffalo Trace Distillery and
Right.
Sazerac.
Right.
The infamous, I call it the unicorn, Pappy Van Winkle. Everybody, first thing they say, oh,
I didn't know there
Sazerac,
was
can I get
Sazerac.
Pappy Van Winkle? And I'm like, I call it the unicorn. I hear about it, but I never see it.
Can I tell you, I was in a bar last week in California, and I knew it was a great bar as soon as I walked in because they had 6 Pappy Van Winkles
Oh, nice.
lined up. And I thought this is going to be a great bar
Nice.
because they don't do that.
They don't do that.
I mean, that means they know what they're doing.
They just released the Pappy 25.
Oh, is that right?
Really allocated.
Right.
And the guys that are really into it, I heard the numbers are like $15,000, $20,000.
Wow.
They're up there.
All right, well, I'll settle
All right,
for
so
the
we're
Buffalo
doing,
Trace.
We're doing Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Trace is a beautiful 9-year-old bourbon from Kentucky.
Right.
It was developed in 2009 for the mixologist and the bartender that the classic cocktail started coming about. They wanted to use a quality bourbon, but they're expensive.
Right.
So the Buffalo heard and said, hey, let's develop one.
Buffalo Herd. Got it.
The herd, you get it?
Yes, I got that part. I figured that part.
So this is a beautiful, beautiful bourbon, you know, developed for cocktails. Right now it's on fire. This cocktail, what we're going to do, I'm going to riff. I want to do something light and refreshing.
All right.
One of my old school favorite drinks was a Madras. A Madras was
remember a
vodka.
Madras
Remember
back in the
Madras?
day,
Vodka.
yeah. Right.
Vodka, orange juice, cranberry juice.
Right.
So I say, hey, how about, you know, something
a-
light, refreshing in our hot weather? Utilize something with orange juice, cranberry juice, bourbon, but I need a little sweetener.
What are you going to put in?
I'm going to put some maple syrup. Not pancake syrup, maple
syrup.
syrup. This is a little Vermont maple syrup to give it a little sweetness and balance and make that approachable. right?
See, it's just a good mixologist is like being a winemaker. You need acidity, you need sugar.
You balance.
You got to balance those two elements. If you've got a wine that has too much sugar and not enough acidity, they call it in the industry fat. Right. It's terrible with food. You need the acidity to balance out the food in all of it. Right. And that's really what David is doing by combining some of these elements. Cranberry, you got the acidity.
You got
cranberry. You got the maple syrup with the sugar.
Maple syrup with it, right? So cranberry, I was, for these craft bartenders, cranberry's one of those that go to the store and buy it.
Right.
And squeeze your own cranberry. That's too
much.
No,
you're going a little over the top.
A little over the top.
Go to the bog and pick them.
Yeah. So we're going to do 2 ounces, because I like 2 ounces. Of course, to taste, you balance it out. It's like a chef in the kitchen. I always tell bartenders, the balance of a cocktail. It's like if a chef goes too heavy with the salt, the plate's thrown off. Or with the spices, it's all thrown off.
But there are certain things you can do to counteract that,
absolutely,
too. Which is what you do with the cocktail often.
So we're going to put ice. My dear friend Oscar left me some beautiful dry ice cubes here. Hey. And then, of course, the shake. So here, remember I said anything with citrus, orange juice, citrus, you want to shake.
That's the shake face right there. See? No, it's not me, it's him. And now every time I see a bartender doing this, I look at the face to see if he's doing it right.
You got to make sure they got their shit, like with love.
Yeah, well.
Love. If a chef cooks with love,
David,
it reflects the food.
I got to tell you, if I walk into a bar and you're doing that, I'm going to start worrying, pal. I'm going to start doing all that.
Shake it, don't fake it, get that tin nice and cold.
That's it.
Version of all those flavors, right? Boom. Now, we're going to put this one in a highball glass.
Okay.
But before we do that, I'm going to strain this bad boy out.
You said your dollar store strainer.
I am a Dollar Tree aficionado.
I know you are.
Trey Dollar. Is that way? If I lose it, I lose it.
Yeah,
hey,
that's it. It's okay. You're traveling so much, doing so much stuff.
So I constantly lose it. Like I just left my
your peeler.
My peeler. Not a big problem. I'll grab one on the way home.
By the way, while David is finishing this off, I want to talk to you about AAG Health Gains and my friend Dr. Richard Gaines. He's been treating Brenda and I for, 4 or 5 years now. And Dr. Gaines is someone who specializes in wellness. He's been doing this for more than 20 years. He's a Harvard-trained MD. He's simply the best. Hormone replacement therapy for men and women. He does a lot of things, including testosterone for men, a lot of different elements for women. He's helped so many people and friends of mine. He's just remarkable. Again, a Harvard-trained MD doing this. Learn more by going to healthgains.com. That's healthgains.com.
I'm there.
All right, you got it?
Salud. So this is the balance. Light, refreshing. I'm always about the balance and the garnish and the vessel, the ice cube.
See, David, I love bourbon so much, and this Buffalo Trace is just a marvelous bourbon. But that's a wonderful combination right there.
Yeah, that's just a little combo. If you take it to the beach, a little spirit forward for so us gentlemen. You got light refreshing for the young ladies.
Oh my!
Little spirit
it's
forward.
It's absolutely wonderful. I mean,
we'll post that recipe.
Would you do that, please?
Absolutely.
Okay, just go to eatthistwithgo.com. We'll put it up on all of our Facebook pages.
Mm. So isn't that nice,
David,
light
I love that. Absolutely love that.
This is Sazerac Summer. So I was talking to you beforehand, and we were talking about another bourbon cocktail, and I said, you know what I like to do?
Oh yeah.
You want to do one?
Yeah. Did you take out the?
Oh, we got one
port.
No, but we can grab that port real quick. I'll make it real fast. How
you
about
will.
that?
And I'll finish it off while we're talking to my friends on the couch in just a minute. So that's not an issue.
Absolutely. Let's do this real quick.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is acidity, citrus.
Right.
We're going to go 1 ounce.
Right.
That people say, oh, half a lime, half a lemon. No lime and lemons are all created equal. You got the Persians. Sometimes they're nice and juicy, and sometimes they're small. And
don't worry about that. All right.
Put that anyway.
Got that going.
Grab that for me, Joe.
Oh, there you go. We got some port. This is a Taylor Flatgate.
Really important.
And they're 10 years
Sweetener and a 10 years. So we got balance right here. We got lime juice.
Right.
We have simple syrup.
Got it.
Right. That's our sweetener balanced with our acidity. Mm-hmm. Right. And now we're going to put 2 ounces of this beautiful Buffalo Trace.
Love that.
All right. Boom.
We're going to come back. He's going to finish it off with this Taylor Flaggate port. I can't believe it, but what do you call this?
We're going to call this, as a riff of a New York sour, we're going to call it the Hialeah sour.
Hialeah sour. We'll be back right after this. I'll eat this, drink that, go. I'll try it then.